Alright then, let's give this a try. This is going to be my first video, shave video, obviously, and welcome. Yeah, most of, or some of you might already know me. My name's JC. Also somewhere, I think Instagram, it's Quink. Yeah, and we shall see how this goes. This is mainly just to try out how that works with editing, filming, equipment, bathroom setup, stuff like that. So let's have a go. Today we shall be using, because of Stephen the Suffolk Shaver, Palmolive stick. Saw his video this morning and he had a spot of trouble there getting a good lather together with his Semogue, so I just figured I'd use my Semogue 1438, and we shall see how we will get along. Razor today will be the RazoRock German Slant. And mind you, if you hear any funny noises, there's 3 pets running around in this place. One big fat cat, one little cat, and a nappy little dog. So, and they tend to visit me periodically from time to time to annoy me during my shave. Hold on a sec. Alright, second time go around. Just had to throw one of the cats out. He thought it's funny to be sitting here next to the sink and throwing my stuff down, so yeah, that's not going to happen. Right, RazoRock German 37 Slant, or whatever it's called, loaded with a Nacet. See if you can see that there. Come on, focus. Ain't focusing. Well, it's got 2 dots on it. That means it's already got 2 uses behind it. And that's my wonderful shower, by the way. Keeps dribbling. Just come out of the shower recently, so in honor of one of the other YouTube shavers, the beard's nice and hydrated, cleaned out, and ready to go. See if you can pinpoint that one. Alright, let's drop the blade. Let's load up this one here. Try not to cut yourself. Alright, right there. Right there. And since I'm not using the original handle, there's always a little washer I have to put in there, otherwise it won't screw on right. Because I got a big fat handle for it. Now it really does look like the Warhammer it's supposed to be. Make sure the alignment's okay. Alright, that looks good. Excellent. So, German 737 Slant. Big fat handle. See if you can read that. Scotch and Stowe. Got that off eBay at some point in time with another head, but it was kind of an Edwin Jaggerish kind of head, and not the best made one either. So ever since I've gotten my Edwin Jagger, the DE89, that head has been somewhat retired. Alright, let's wet the face real quick and we'll get a start on it. Nice and wet. Alright. Brush has previously been soaking while I was in the shower. And with this shave stick, what I like to do is, like I said, apply plenty of water to the bristles and then periodically dip the stick into the cup where the brush has been soaking. I'm terribly sorry I'm not looking at you, but that little screen doesn't quite work for me. think I need to get my glasses, but shaving with glasses sucks. So here's a little cup. I soak my brush in, and I just leave the water in it. Just dip it in there, because I don't like having water in the sink, because that's where I rinse my razor. I don't like to have the bristly water anywhere. And oh well. Trick with the sticks is apply liberally. Now, and here's a second little trick I learned from Paul H. Take your brush and your stick. That was the other way around. Yeah, who cares? And just kind of twirl it around in there. Just give it a little bit. And this will make a big old mess. So I'm going to do it slightly off screen if you don't mind, a little over the sink. But you get the idea, right? Just kind of turn it around like this. And you can already see it lathering. Apply that. Don't want to waste anything. Alright, let's go to town. The second little trick with Palmolive is that stuff as dry as you can think of when you're applying it. So you start off with a brush that's not fully squeezed out. You want it slightly wetter than usual if you would take it off a puck. And you have plenty of water in the face when you're applying it. And you also, you know, dip that stick in the water a little bit every now and then, and give it lots and lots of water to build up a really, really nice lather. That's still a little dry. And I'm not just dipping the tips. I mean, there's a good amount of water that you can put on here. Palmolive can take it. I am basically dipping the whole brush into that cup to try and get as much water as I can. Because after all, this is wet shaving. Which kind of tells you, get wet. And as you can see, the lather is not dissipating one bit. Palmolive is fairly tolerant of a good amount of water, and the thing is, the more water you add, the slicker it gets, and the better it will protect you from the shave. The razor. Not my day-to-day. Christopher Bailey, this one's for you. Bore. Now, this Semogue I've had this was my first brush. Been wet shaving since I think October 2015. So it's had a good run in, and for the longest time it was my only brush. Alright, so Slant. Let's get going. Let me adjust here a little bit. Alright, there we go. Let's get going. Mind you, if you're gonna wonder about some of the angles I'm using, don't wonder. If I would show you a map out of my beard growth, that looks like a chicken ran through some ink and right around that face, because I mean it goes from here to there to over here. You got a separation there. This grows here, this grows there, that grows here, this grows. Hey, impossible. So I can't even tell you if it's a with the grain, across the grain, or well, I can tell you the against the grain. That's when it gets a little rougher on me. But if you know, basically the first pass is going to be with the grain and across the grain combined. The only thing I try not to do is go against the grain right there. That's coming on the second pass, and then we'll do a half pass later with some cleanups. Alright. Very smooth. Really, really liking those Nacets. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of awkward talking during the shave, because normally I'm here all by myself, just listening to some music. Now, the lighting is less than ideal in here. Basically all it is the 3 mirror lights that I have hanging up on top, and they are currently fitted with some LED lights I got off of our power company for free. Kind of a energy saving deal that you can get. They offer these, and also you can save some energy. Weird concept, but anyway, and they kind of have this bzzz, humming sound, which I'm not appreciating very much right now. So I don't know what I will be doing. Maybe I will be going on Amazon if this is getting to be somewhat of a feature. And I will be shaving on camera and getting some proper LED lights with the right color and yada yada yada, all that other kind of good stuff. Just to kind of, you know, that humming sound. Alright. So alright, well that was the first pass. I'll go rinse off and I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. As you can see, when I rinse off, I don't rinse off per se. Basically what I'm doing, I'm giving it a couple of splashes, adding some additional water, and leaving a lot of the soap residue on there, just so I can use that for the next lather, which I actually prefer to be a little thinner than the first one. Gets me closer to the skin. I don't need that much protection really. I need the slickness and the glide. So I'm not one to have copious amounts of lather looking like Santa Claus. Let's see, that's good. Plenty. And as you can see, there's still plenty of lather in this brush. Alright, this is going to go against the grain, more or less. Very nice. Lots and lots of feedback on that. And this is going to take some getting used to, actually shaving in a t-shirt. I doubt that most of you would do that if you weren't on camera. So as you can see, I'm kind of, you know, going across the grain and moving into and against the grain on some of the spots. I have the usual trouble spots like most of the gentlemen out there. Lower neck, and usually here and here. So, which is kind of a weird thing that most of us have that. Alright. This is still going, like I said, across the grain, against the grain. There's always a spot where I have to watch out. This is going against the grain because down here it goes like this. Here it goes like that. Kind of goes over into here, and then here it goes straight down, and over here it comes over from this side. Fun. Alright, so how have you guys been doing? Since this is the 1st of April, has anybody played a joke on you yet? I'm trying to make this a little bit of a less of an instructional video. You know, just kind of having to get used to somebody, or imagining somebody, you know, that you guys are here basically talking to me and doing God knows what. That's excellent. Yep, that's good. Hold that thought. Alright, we're back. By the way, I rinsed, you know, just basically with lukewarm and then. Alright, looks like I can only film so much, 10 minutes or something like that, and then it stops me. We're back. Last pass pickups. A little bit of a weeper there. That'll go away. I rinse somewhat cold, going from lukewarm to cold, and then, like I said, this is the last pass. I leave most of the soap residue on there just to kind of enjoy part of that slickness. So that's just on the 3rd pass, and this is without having to go back. This is just what's in the brush. And there's still plenty. This would go for probably another pass. Additionally, a 4th one if I wanted to, if you can have a look at that. And now all I do is just squeeze it out. Leave that to soak already. And then we start feeling around where we need to go. Now if I do a full 3rd pass, shut up Tracy, just for now. I would end up with irritation without end. Because I tend to, on the other hand, also overshave. You want that BBS, which is basically usually something you shouldn't try for. It's a nice goal to get to by chance, but don't push it. Don't chase the dragon. Just trying to get nice and close without too much irritation. There we go. Oh, and another small tip. Don't overstretch the skin. It'll make your hairs come out even closer, and you'll be chasing that, trying to get it to smooth out, and you will be overshaving. Simple as that. As you can see, there's still some spots. Let's get the mustache out of the way. Alright. A little bit. You can see doing a little bit of a double chin there, not trying to overstretch. Yeah, that's acceptable. That's DFS. Ooh-ha. bleeding there. I'll rinse off the last time, this time thoroughly, and then we'll be back for the post shave. And we're back. This time I actually did a full rinse, nice cold water, about as cold as we can get it here out of the tap. Rinsed off nicely. Now we're going to check for damage. Yep. Down here would be a little bit more where I could go after it ever so slightly, but I'm not going to bother today. Just go comfortable. Alright. Now, post shave. Alright. Witch hazel. This is just the generic kind. And I just decanted it into a nicer looking bottle than the medicinal ones that you can buy at the grocery store. Now this stuff doesn't cost me more than $2. Doesn't smell like anything. It smells very medicinal. But we shall be applying other stuff later. I'm just going to let that dry off and be right back. Okay, so we're back. Gonna finish off with some Irish Moos. Healthy splash of that. Yeah, good bit of tingle, but what's to be expected with the Slant. I don't know, that one always gets me. One of the more aggressive ones. Alright, it's already gone. Wonderful. And then, depending on the mood I'm in, I'll finish off with some balm, something like here. This is a German brand, just German grocery brand, house brand, or whatever I feel like. You know, could be here. But today we're just gonna leave it at that. Don't need any additional moisturizing. Maybe later. Maybe some Nivea Men or something like that. We shall see. Well, gentlemen, this was my first attempt. I know there's plenty to improve. This was far from being perfect. Thanks for watching. Leave any comments underneath below where I can improve, what I need to improve, and I'm pretty sure that should be plenty of comments. In general, a happy 1st April. Don't get fooled too often. Enjoy your practical jokes, and best of luck. And in general, have a good weekend. Yeah, this stash is coming along nicely. We gotta secure that later with some beard wax. Get it in shape. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Have a good one. Maybe I'll see you around. I don't know if I'm going to continue this. Depends on how embarrassing this will be. See you guys. Almost forgot stars of the show. Semogue 1438. Almost dropped it. Palmolive shave stick. And Stephen, you saw plenty of leather. It's possible. German 37 Slant from RazoRock, loaded with a Nacet on its 3rd use, I believe, with a big fatty handle, and finished off with the Moos. Alright guys, now that's really it. Have a good one.